scheduled on the top for me. Oh, it's live now. Broadcast is live.
Here we go.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. Happy Friday.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to community meeting. Hi, Allie. We got 11 people logging in.
Wow, that's awesome. Right on time. Look at you being right on time. Ms. Green, are you looking at these numbers directly on YouTube?
No, I can see it at the top of my StreamYard
Okay.
video. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Diego. Who else is in the room? Hi, Jade. Good morning, awesome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Matthew. Hello, Ryan. Hi, Alessa.
What are your weekend plans, everybody? I feel really tired when I woke up this morning, even though I slept on time yesterday. I had a good diet. I went for an exercise. I'm looking forward to just slowing down this weekend. What are your plans?
Definitely hoping to slow down this weekend. I think I was on Zoom for 8 hours yesterday. So looking forward to not being on the screen. Hi, Brisa. Hi, Brett. Hello, Angela. Oh, I'm so excited. So many of these people I got to see last week at Picture Day. Was it just last week? Brett's going to sleep and read books and do hikes. Nice. Let's give it one more minute for folks to get logged in. We've got
the best thing about the Bay Area. Oh.
Go ahead.
I said the best thing about Bay Area is there's just so many beautiful hikes within 30 minutes out. So I definitely will hopefully make time for a hike too, Brett or Mr. Benson.
Yep. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Dr. Brown's gonna go for a walk and wear his Impact hoodie. I think this is the only day I'm not wearing my Impact hoodie. I decided to do my hair and not be schlubby.
Today I went really extra purple today. So I wore this shirt and this sweater and I was like, am I a little too much? But I think it goes really well. The colors go really well.
You're rocking the monochrome.
Yeah, I'm just ready for this community meeting today.
Yep. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get started with apologies from Miss Pittman. She's trying to log in. She's our usual MC of community meetings. And so me and Miss MJ are going to do our very best to fill in. All right, here we go. Oh. All right, this was added. This is new. This is our special Black History Month community meeting. So today we are celebrating and honoring Black excellence. We have our Black Student Union representatives here to lead us in a panel discussion. And we're starting out with a quick video. So I'm gonna get rid of me and Miss MJ so we can watch our introduction video. See you in a sec, y'all.
Broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out, and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll again. The silence is quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. That we have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, we will rise, we'll rise, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again, and we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again.
All right, I made it, you guys.
Success.
Yes, I love that video. Thank you for playing it, Claire. All right, let's get the meeting going. Hello, all. Hello, all.
No, don't do
it. All right, happy Friday, you guys. Let's look at our agenda for today. Okay, so first we're going to go over our norms, and then we'll do some birthday celebrations, and then our Black Student Union will host a Black History panel, and then we'll celebrate our Spartans of the module, and then we will say goodbye.
All right, we have our community meetings that we hold near and dear here at Impact. They are based on our norms. We are respectful. We uplift our community, we practice joy, we strive for growth, and we access our agency.
And just a reminder for our community meeting norms, we do all of those things by remembering that this is a safe zone, so we can all respect one another, and we participate in the chat to build community, and we participate in the meeting, which always brings us joy, and we celebrate each other's growth in the chat. And let us know if you think we should include something in the community meeting, which shows agency.
Time to celebrate some birthdays. Our February babies.
Hey.
Happy birthday. What happened to the happy birthday song?
It's impossible to say. Happy birthday, February babies. Put your birthday in the chat if you're a February birthday. I'm February 6th. Aquarius. Same birthday as Bob Marley.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Bob Marley, Axl Rose, and Ronald Reagan. Happy birthday, Andre. Ooh, the twins, Edgar and Edwin. Me and my twins are born in February. When's your birthday? Happy birthday, Ariella.
February 28th. Oh, that's so close, Angeli. To just so close to that leap year zone.
Ooh, February 13th. Nice.
And another 28.
Is anyone a leap year baby here on this list? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm curious. It doesn't look like it, because that would be the first thing I would say if I was a February baby.
My uncle
was once every 4 years.
So his age is cut by 4. All right, time for our Black History Month celebration. Let's go ahead and bring in our BSU club. It's green.
All right. I'm gonna.
Hello, welcome.
Hi, this part of community meeting is going to be hosted by BSU. That is Chico, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm Corinne, and we are both 11th graders. I'm the vice president of the BSU, and Chico is the president. I don't know how to do it. For those of you who don't know what BSU is or what it stands for, BSU stands for Black Student Union, and it is meant to be a safe space for Black students and allies to communicate, empower, and just express ourselves, making sure that we're comfortable and welcome in our community. Today I'm going to be talking about some Black historical figures. Mae Jemison is an engineer, physician, and former NASA astronaut. She was the first Black woman to travel into space, and her team orbited around Earth 127 times. She went to college at Stanford and studied chemical engineering at 16 years old, and she also has a degree in African American Studies. Claudette Colvin decided not to give up her seat on a bus almost 9 months before Rosa Parks, and she was only 15 years old, but she didn't receive as much attention as Rosa Parks because at the time she was pregnant and she was a teenager. Ella Baker is a civil and human rights activist. She's worked with some of the most popular civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King and Thurgood Marshall, who are known for their contribution to the civil rights movement.
Okay, so hi, my name is Chico, and I'm an 11th grader, and I am the president of BSU. And so today, I'm going to be interviewing a few panel members about their experiences in their career and what it's like being a Black person in our society. So we have Brittany McGee. Brittany is a senior at Norfolk State University and majors in early childhood education. Next slide.
Hello.
Okay. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Brittany. Okay, so so you chose early childhood education. Why does that major interest you?
The major interests me because I always had a passion, working with little children. It first started in high school doing volunteer work at an after school program, and then it's just been. I later on decided that's what I wanted to do.
Nice. Okay. And why did you decide to enroll in a HBCU?
I decided to enroll in the HBCU because HBCUs really focus on helping Black students and also other students of color, and there's a lot of other opportunities at HBCUs that you would have at a PWI school.
Nice. Okay. Next slide. Okay, so next we have Dr. Peter Waswa. Dr. Peter Waswa is a space systems engineer with professional experiences at NASA, JPL, MIT, and METSAT. Hi, Waswa.
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. When did you realize what career you wanted to pursue? Because it was like a pretty cool career.
It's a packed question. It might seem like a very straightforward, simple question, but it's not, because there are progressions and layers that have led me to where I am today. But just to give a brief answer, I would say I was interested in venturing into engineering ever since I was in primary school. So I went to primary school in Kenya. So this is like when I was like a preteen. I was interested specifically in venturing into electrical engineering because I was curious about how electronic gadgets operate and all matters related to transmission of power and just aspects of life that are related to electrical engineering. So this happened at a preteen stage. I think that's the simplest answer I can give you, but it can get more complex going forward.
Yeah. And what is it like being an African American man in your profession? You know, like, were there any like struggles or like?
Oh yeah, I mean absolutely. And for someone like me that grew up and started my profession in Kenya, there's some things that society, which is predominantly Black, just to put it bluntly, there are dynamics that go on there that are different than dynamics that go on in a society that is not predominantly Black, like here. So there are challenges that are associated with that, and I'm sure people can relate to. So the struggles and the challenges that a person of African descent faces in society in general here are also reflected in the professional field that I am in. So being an African person in my current profession, which is a space systems engineer, it has some unique challenges. And the basic one is you find that there are not very many people that look like you who are in that profession. And that in itself carries a certain burden of people having particular expectations based on what you look, or even by people, I mean other people in the field that are dominantly represented. They also have never seen anybody like you working in that field, and they're surprised to see you there, and that can manifest in very many ways. So yes, there are challenges that mirror the challenges a person of African descent faces in mainstream society, even within the field.
Yeah.
Without going into specifics, but if you like me to, I can elaborate. But I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get it. Thank you. Next slide. And next we have Faith Hunter. So Faith is an administrative and sales professional with over 20 years of administration, sales, and operations experience.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. Well, first off, what are you like an executive administration person? Like, where do you work?
What's the question again?
Like, where do you work right now?
So I work for a company called NAPA, a logistics back-end company. So when you buy a product from or Macy's or Walmart, we're the ones who send you the message that your package is on the way. So if you look at the URL, we'll say Nordstrom.nara.com or Macy's.nara.com. So we're the guys who track your packages all the time. So that's
Okay, cool. And is your career like competitive, or was it easy to get into?
well, that's twofold, right? Because my role is very much based on chemistry and execution. So most of the time, getting into is a little bit difficult because you have to have chemistry, or you have to know someone or you've worked for before to replace into another role. But once you get into that role, usually your executives will always take you with them if they go to another company, or they will refer you to somebody else in the field. So it's twofold. It's the chicken and the egg, right? Who came first and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. And have you ever faced any adversities in your career? And if so, how did you deal with it? So I know that's also like a kind of difficult question to ask. So I also know that you're also a law student. So is it difficult being a law student right now?
Well, it is. It is. I mean, every time you're working full time and going to school full time is a balancing act. Right?
Yeah.
So there are adversaries that come with that, because something sometimes has to give, either your job has to give or your homework has to give, and you guys know about doing all nighters when procrastinated. So those are the challenges that you face all the time. Yeah, so it's not easy, but it's definitely totally completely rewarding. So keep at it, guys.
Thank you. And I have one final question for all of you, actually. You guys can choose whoever wants to go first. So, what is one thing that you would advise our Black youth, like just career-wise, like if you ever wanted to join into anything, like how'd you advise them?
I can go first. If you being a Blacks right now in the environment we're in right now, it's never been easy, but there is a lot of Black professionals and a lot of internships and externships that you can enroll. It's always good to partner with other Black organizations like Black Code, which we are very heavily involved, and a lot of companies recruit Black students from those organizations. And again, keep your GPA up if you can. Keep your GPA up. That goes a long way into who hires you and what school you go to and how much you cost in college. So internships are huge. Even when you're in middle school or high school, a lot of companies do mentorship programs like Salesforce. We do in my company. So Shiko can share my information. We're happy to mentor young Black students, and Black students of color, and anybody else.
Thank you so much. You want to go next?
Yeah, I can go next. First, listen to your inner voice and find out what you're passionate about. Stick to it, be passionate, focus on the positive, be resilient, know that it's not going to be easy. Don't look at the glass and see it as half empty, always see the glass as half full, and seek mentorship, guidance, and help from people that are in front of you or have gone through that experience. And that should not just be restricted to people that look like you. No, there's a lot to be gained from society and humanity as a whole.
Thank you. And Brittany, can I go next?
Yes. I would say to stay focused. Do not get discouraged. Especially depending on what your major is, because sometimes people are like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. But if it's really something that you are meant to do, I would say definitely to do it. Not to give up, and never be afraid to ask questions and ask for help from those who are older. This is really important to get advice from other people and have other opinions.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for this. All right.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I just want to thank you all for coming just to celebrate and acknowledge like Black empowerment and Black resilience, especially during this time. Thank you to the BSU. You guys show some love in the chat. Thank you, Shiko. Oh. I also want to announce that we have our Black History Month celebration tonight from 6 to 7:30. I think it was on the previous slide, but if you're able to come to that, it should be on you guys' calendar. So show up and let's celebrate some Black history.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be on the middle grades YouTube channel. So Mr. Ryan's YouTube channel.
Okay. All right, let's celebrate our Spartans.
Yay!
Yay!
All right, first up we have Joverlyn Carlos. Joverlyn uses her agency and helps build a strong advisory community full of joy through her kindness towards and support for others, reflective circle answers, and her amazing game leadership. Nice work, Joverlyn. And upper division Spartan of the month
is Mary Woods. Mary is such a joy to get to know. She's thoughtful, funny, and incredibly dedicated to her work. I'm so proud of the growth and agency she has shown in this module, and I can't wait to keep watching her shine. Great job, Mary. And the second one is Carissa. Yay, Carissa. Carissa is a strong and insightful human with a rare ability to take responsibility for her personal growth. Her sights are her sights are clearly set on success, which is shown in her academic performance so far this semester. Congratulations, Carissa. We got two more. And then our third one is Ariel. Ariel is awesome. He's reflective and responsible. He asks great questions and is motivated to learn intrinsically. He shows so much maturity. Great job, Ariel. So excited to see. All right.
All right.
And that's our Spartans.
All right, looks like that's the end of our meeting. I think we can leave them with the video as they're exiting out. We still have about 3 more minutes. If you want to go to the next slide, Ms. Green.
Oh no, I muted my YouTube. We're doing that same thing that happened. Watch. I'm gonna try to unmute it and this thing is gonna pop up.
Maybe we can get
Sorry, y'all. We just got no sound. You're just gonna have to enjoy the video. Oh, geez, Louise.
Oh man, it was her poem, but that's okay. It's the end. We celebrated a lot.
When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade?
Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend.
We carry a sea we must wade. We've braved the belly of the beast. We've learned that quiet isn't always peace. And the norms and notions of what just isn't always just is. And yet the dawn is hours before we knew it. Somehow we do it. Somehow we've weathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished. We, the successors of a country in the time where a skinny Black girl descended from slaves and raised by a single mother can dream of becoming president, only to find herself reciting for one. And yes, we are far from polished, far from pristine, but that doesn't mean we are striving to form a union that is perfect. We are striving to forge our union with purpose, to compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions of man. And so we lift our gaze not to what stands between us, but what stands before us. We close the divide because we know to put our future first. We must first put our differences aside. We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. We seek harm to none and harmony for all. Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true. That even as we grieved, we grew, that even as we hurt, we hoped, that even as we tired, we tried, that we'll forever be tied together, victorious, not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division. Scripture tells us to envision that everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. If we're to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we've made. That is the promised glade, the hill we climb, if only we dare it, because being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. We've seen a force that would shatter our nation rather than share it, would destroy our country if it meant delaying democracy. And this effort very nearly succeeded. But while democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated. In this truth, in this faith we trust, for while we have our eyes on the future, history has its eyes on us. This is the era of just redemption. We feared it at its inception. We did not feel prepared to be the heirs of such a terrifying hour, but within it we found the power to author a new chapter, to offer hope and laughter to ourselves. So, while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over catastrophe? Now we assert, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us? We will not march back to what was, but move to what shall be, a country that is bruised but whole, benevolent but bold, fierce and free. We will not be turned around or interrupted by intimidation, because we know our inaction and inertia will be the inheritance of the next generation. Our blunders become their burdens. But one thing is certain: if we merge mercy with might and might with right, then love becomes our legacy and change our children's birthright. So let us leave behind a country better than the one we were left. With every breath from my bronze-pounded chest, we will raise this wounded world into a wondrous one. We will rise from the gold-limbed hills of the west. We will rise from the wind-swept northeast, where our forefathers first realized revolution. We will rise from the lake-rimmed cities of the Midwestern states. We will rise from the sun-baked south. We will rebuild, reconcile, and recover in every known nook of our nation, in every corner called our country. Our people, diverse and beautiful, will emerge battered and beautiful. When day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it. For there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it.